greatness? Is it a word, a thought, or an inspiration for a nation that has now turned 65? Or is greatness simply scripting a decisive change? A change which alters the course of history? The truly great are those who alter a nation's future, its thought, and the way we live our life. Welcome to Reliance Mobile presents The Greatest Indian, powered by Samsung Galaxy S3, a very special initiative by History TV 18 and CNN IBN, partnered by Outlook India. But before we move any further, I'd like to call on stage IBN Network's Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what has been an incredible and never-before journey for an entire nation. The search for the greatest Indian. History TV 18 and CNN IBN are proud to bring you this initiative. For most of us, the greatest Indian has always been the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. But then after the Mahatma who? That's what we really set out to do. Ask you, all of you Indians, to pick the greatest Indian since the Mahatma. And now as we enter the 66th year of our independence, at the end of this grand finale, we will reveal the name of that one Indian whom the people have chosen as the greatest Indian since the Mahatma.
Rajdeep, you've been a part of this journey right from the very beginning, but I have to say to you, I am indeed very proud to be even a small part of tonight. लेकिन मैं ये बता दूं कि ये सिर्फ फैसले की रात नहीं है, ये है जश्न की रात, सेलिब्रेशन की रात। हम सेलिब्रेट करेंगे इंडिया के टॉप 10 ग्रेट्स की ग्रेटनेस। इस फैसले और जश्न तक पहुंचने का सफर कैसा रहा? लेट्स हैव अ लुक।
Who could be the greatest Indian since the Mahatma? It's a search a nation makes just once in its history. Our parameters were leadership, genius, compassion, and impact.
It should be an ability to bring about change.
People who have brought about amazing change.
Our eminent jury narrowed the list down from 100 to the 50 greatest Indians.
Contemporary art going out to the world is largely Hussein's contribution.
Devotion to work, selflessness, impact on the world, all that's common to all these people.
Freedom from hunger is what M.S. Swaminathan gave us.
Mr. Narayan Moody,
Vinoba Bhave, Vishwanath,
Dr. Ambedkar,
Leela Bhatt,
Vikram Sarabhai,
Dhirubhai Ambani.
Over 1 crore votes poured in during phase 1 as a nation chose its 10 greatest Indians.
I am voting for Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam,
J.R.D. Tata,
A.R. Rahman,
Dilip Kumar.
I do support Mohammad Rafi.
Chacha Nehru, Dr. E. Sridhar.
The greatest Indian had the virtual world buzzing, reaching out to 2.5 lakh users daily on Twitter and over 20 lakh people on Facebook. And then it was time to find out whom the nation had chosen as its 10 greatest Indians since the Mahatma.
Geography of India would not have been the same but for Sardar Patel.
Jawaharlal Nehru is very hard to challenge. How should we see Indira?
She was certainly decisive.
Ambedkar was right at the top, particularly in the online football.
He is much more than a Dalitite.
Sachin makes you feel Indian.
Tendulkar scores 100, India sleeps well.
After over 10 weeks of intense debate and close to 2 crore votes, after stirring public opinion like never before, it is now time to discover who the nation has chosen as the greatest Indian since the Mahatma. Okay, it is time then today to welcome our guest of honor. He's been the face of Indian cinema for 40 years. He's someone who's united this country from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And thankfully for all of us, is showing no signs of slowing down.
Absolutely not. हमारे दौर के सबसे influential actor और top 50 greatest Indians में one of the top rankers. Ladies and gentlemen, the living legend, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan.
Let me say first at the outset, It's a pleasure, honor, and a privilege to have you with us, sir, because you are truly, for millions of Indians, an icon.
I want to say the same thing for you, and for you, and for all the audience, because it is because of your love and affection that I find myself here. But truly, very honored to be on this program.
You know, Mr. Bachchan, this is a tough exercise.
Oh, yeah.
In a country as large and diverse as ours, to choose even 10 or 1 or 50 greatest Indians is a tough exercise. You are one of the 50 greatest Indians. जब हम ये word use करते हैं great किसी को, महानता, क्या quality होनी चाहिए आपको लगता है किसी व्यक्ति में कि वो वाकई एक great Indian कहलवाए?
बड़ा कठिन प्रश्न है ये, क्योंकि अलग अलग लोगों की नज़र में अलग अलग विचारधाराएं चलती हैं। पर मेरा ऐसा ख्याल है कि जिनका नाम सुनकर, जिन्हें देखकर सबसे पहले चेहरे पर एक मुस्कान आ जाए और ऐसा लगे कि इस आदमी के साथ मैं जुड़ा हुआ हूँ और ये जो कर रहा है या जो करने जा रहा है वो सही होगा, जिसको देख करके हमारा सीना चौड़ा हो जाए, गर्व से हम उसका नाम ले सकें, इस आदमी को मैं महान मानता हूँ।
You fulfill all those criteria. You've given smiles to millions of us.
वो एंड में कहना भूल गया, मेरा नाम उसमें से निकाल दीजिए आप।
But Mr. Bachchan, you know, this journey for us is a celebration.
Yeah.
A celebration of what this great country is. We're entering the 66th year of our independence, and there are many unsung heroes as well. The MS Swaminathans, the Subba Lakshmis, the Kamala Devi Chattopadhyayas. Many younger Indians have not even heard of them.
Right.
Do you believe that as a country we need to do more to recognize and remember our greats? That's the way to connect the past to the present, to look forward to the future.
Yeah, I would entirely agree with you, and therefore I compliment you for conducting a program like this, because many of us are totally unaware of the contribution made by these great people that have brought our country to this stage. And I think that it is only through programs like this that we will be able to draw people's attention to those few that have made equal, if not more, contribution towards greatness.
Mr. Bachchan, as I said at the start, privileged to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Time now to introduce all of you to our top 10. वो आज़ादी अधूरी है जो आम इंसान तक नहीं पहुंचती. One was a man who fought all his life for true equality. The other, who devoted her life to our utmost destitute. आइए देखते हैं फेमस आर्टिस्ट सुदर्शन पटनायक की सैंड एनिमेशन का सलाम हमारे ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियंस के नाम.
Here is a woman who made caring for people her only aim in life. She served India for 66 years, up to her last breath, offering love, care, and life to the most destitute amongst us. As to my calling, I belong to the world, she said, and set up missions of charity across the globe. The only Nobel Peace Prize laureate from India. Small of stature, but rock-like in faith, Mother Mary Teresa. Educate, organize, agitate. With these words, he led millions of India's oppressed towards a life of dignity and equal opportunity. He was the foremost critic of India's caste system in the 20th century. Freedom fighter, statesman, philosopher, and India's first law minister, he is regarded as the man who gave free India its constitution. Lovingly remembered as Baba Saheb, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
शुरू करते हैं अमिताभ जी. मदर टेरेसा, क्या आपकी कभी उनसे मुलाकात हुई? कैसी थी वो?
एक छोटी सी मुलाकात हुई थी. कई साल पहले वो दिल्ली आई हुई थी. मैं उस समय राजनीति में था, मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट था, और एक कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया गया था जहाँ पर उनको आमंत्रित किया गया था. वो मुख्य अतिथि नहीं थी, लेकिन जिस वजह से वो कार्यक्रम हो रहा था उससे वो सहमत थी.
मुख्य अतिथि अक्सर पॉलिटिशियन हुआ करते हैं
जी.
ये कभी-कभी देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि मदर टेरेसा के बजाय कोई पॉलिटिशियन हुआ करता है. लेकिन हाँ, बताइए.
तो उस समय उनको बुलाया गया था और वहाँ पर उनसे मेरा परिचय हुआ. बहुत ही नाजुक और उनको देख करके लगता नहीं था कि उनकी दृष्टि जो जिस तरह से वो काम करती हैं, वो इतना नाजुक शरीर उनका, वो कैसे ये सब संभालता होगा.
In fact, the one thing that always stands out about Mother Teresa is that she stood for that one value that perhaps has disappeared from large parts of this country: compassion.
Absolutely.
The ability in a country like ours, where 30% of Indians are below the poverty line, to reach out to the poorest of the poor, which is what the Mahatma really wanted the Indians to do.
Absolutely.
Mother Teresa, a symbol of compassion. We have a special guest joining us at this moment, someone who calls himself Mother Teresa ka sabse bada fan. Someone who is not just the bhai of Bollywood, but is known for his heart of gold. Please welcome Salman Khan. Salman, I remember कि जब हमने ये पहल शुरू की थी, ये जर्नी शुरू की थी, आप प्रोग्राम पे आए थे और आपने मुझसे कहा था कि फॉर यू द ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियन इज मदर टेरेसा. आप मदर टेरेसा को इतना मानते क्यों हैं?
आप हर एक किसी नए लड़के या लड़की से पूछो क्या बनना, यहाँ तक कि मिस वर्ल्ड्स और मिस इंडियाज़ और मिस यूनिवर्सेस ये बोलती हैं कि दे वांट टू बी मदर टेरेसा. तो मदर टेरेसा डेफिनेटली उन्होंने इतना काम किया है कि हर एक मदर टेरेसा बनना चाहता है, लेकिन वो लगन, वो पैशन, वो डेडिकेशन, वो टच, वो फील वो लाएंगे कहाँ से? मदर टेरेसा एक अनोखी थी और आई थिंक एक अनोखी ही रहेंगी.
क्या बात थी उनमें, क्या था कि आप जैसे लोग आज कह रहे हैं कि शी शुड बी द ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियन?
दिल, दिमाग और हाथ, ऐसा नहीं बल्कि ऐसा.
बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से आप आज जवाब दे रहे हैं सलमान खान. वेरी डिफरेंट सलमान खान दैट वी आर सेइंग. लेकिन क्या कोई बन सकता है, वाकई बन सकता है, आपको लगता है, एक और मदर टेरेसा?
There will be somebody who would beat this greatest Indian position of Mother Teresa. I hope not one, I hope not 10, I hope not 100. I hope billions of people break this Mother Teresa's record of doing good.
जो आम आदमी जो मदर टेरेसा नहीं बन सकता सलमान, वो किस तरह से, हाउ कैन ही मेक अ डिफरेंस, हाउ कैन ही चेंज सोसाइटी?
मदर टेरेसा जब नोबेल प्राइज के लिए नॉमिनेट हुई थी तो उन्होंने ये कहा मैसेज के अंदर कि क्या कर सकते हैं वर्ल्ड पीस के लिए? गो होम एंड लव योर फैमिली. एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, राजदीप. आई एम गोइंग टू गो होम एंड लव माय फैमिली. थैंक यू.
Okay, Salman Khan, being human, appreciate your joining us. Mother Teresa, truly remarkable Indian. Now, the other great we were introduced to through that wonderful sand artist was an equally formidable Indian, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar. You know, Mr. Bachchan, one of the fascinating parts or insights into this poll that we did was that through all the polls we did, Baba Saheb Ambedkar was right there among the top. And the irony is, we thought only celebrities, film stars, sportsmen will reach the top. Something about even someone who's died 40 years ago or 50 years ago that seems to connect to today's India.
Yeah, I think it's very surprising. One of the things that we talked about earlier on in the program was whether the younger generation is going to be able to identify with some of the greats in the past. But I think that it's remarkable how young India, because you know the average. The largest percentage of the average age of young Indians is about 25, 35. And for them to recognize Baba Saheb Ambedkar is a remarkable feature. To be able to acknowledge his contribution and to bring him up in their minds to the level of greatness.
राजदीप, हमने कहा था ना कि ये सिर्फ फैसले की रात नहीं है, सेलिब्रेशन की रात भी है. So let the celebrations begin. आवाज देते हैं उस आवाज को जो गले से निकलती है और सीधे दिल तक पहुंचती है. लेट्स हियर इट फॉर सूफी संगीत के बब्बर शेर कैलाश खेर.
ये पहला गाना मैं समर्पित करता हूँ ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियंस को. अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा. दरना 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 धूमता ना दरना था उड़ना सीखा, होके अपने पर ही तो होके अपने पर ही तो उसने था उड़ना सीखा। गम को अपने साथ में ले ले, दर्द भी तेरे काम आएगा। अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा। अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा। जब वो टूटा बिखरे टुकड़ों में, अल्लाह की मर्जी का मंजर पाएगा। अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा। अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा। अल्लाह बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा।
बहुत खूब, एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए इस अल्लाह के बंदे के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच कैलाश, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much.
After Mahatma Gandhi, who is the greatest Indian, is what you, me, and all of India will find out in a short while. See you after this break.
What was that one moment which you think is your greatest moment?
Obviously the World Cup. The World Cup which was played in Mumbai, my hometown. There cannot be a bigger feeling than that.
It's interesting that he didn't say his greatest moment was his 35th 100 or his 100th 100 or his 10,000th run. His greatest moment is India winning a World Cup. And I think that says a thing or two.
Welcome back to the greatest Indian finale. In the last 9 weeks, over 2 crore votes have come in to choose that greatest Indian after Mahatma Gandhi. But the question that truly haunts us is, how do we measure greatness?
Mandira, you know, that's the tough question, and it's a question that's haunted us, Mr. Bachchan, right through this 2.5 months. Many people have said, in a country which has thrown up so many greats, how do you compare a Nehru with, let's say, a Sachin Tendulkar or an Ambedkar with an Amitabh Bachchan? I mean, how do you measure greatness across different fields? Very tough.
Very, very tough, yeah.
I'm putting you on the hot seat now. You're on the hot seat. If I were to ask Amitabh Bachchan, who's greater, Ambedkar or Amitabh?
I think I'll use the oft-repeated phrase of Janta Janardhan Hoti hai. And whatever the Janta wants and chooses, they are given their respective places. I do feel, however, that when you want to have a leader to run the country, you choose a politician. You don't choose Sachin Tendulkar, though in popularity and perhaps in greatness they may be equal. I also feel that many a times the identity of a country is more known by the entertainer and the sportsman than perhaps the politician.
I have always believed India's 2 greatest modern exports are Amitabh Bachchan and Sachin Tendulkar. I went to Egypt once, and the person was giving me a tough time at the visa. The moment I said I come from the country of Amitabh Bachchan, the visa was processed straight away.
बच्चन साहब ने अभी बात की जनता जनार्दन की। जनता जनार्दन ने चुना है हमारे टॉप 10 को। टाइम नाउ टू इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू आवर नेक्स्ट 2 ऑफ द टॉप 10। एक तरफ एक राजनेता जिन्होंने साबित कर दिया कि हुकूमत सिर्फ कुर्सी पर नहीं, दिलों पर की जाती है। And on the other hand, we have one of the greatest game changers the world has ever seen, the pride of our nation, the little genius.
This courageous and tireless Gandhian was the Mahatma's foremost general in his satyagraha against the British, a social leader who fought the evils of alcoholism and the caste system. He became the nation's first Home Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. His was the force behind the integration of over 500 princely states into the Union of India. He was the Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. No one has ever captured the imagination of cricket fans like this little genius. A prodigy at just 16, he is a legend today, who holds almost all batting records in the history of the game. A great role model on and off the field, cricket's super achiever and India's pride, the Master Blaster, Sachin Tendulkar.
Mr. Bachchan, Sardar Patel got a lot of votes in our poll, but sometimes I feel we've forgotten him and his enormous contribution to bring those 500 princely states together couldn't have been easy. And yet, 31st of October, his birthday, you never really see the kind of memorial or remembrance of Sardar Patel. The point we made at the start that maybe younger India needs to do more to remember its past. And Patel is a good example.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that we're doing right now is to have a program and be able to talk about it, because television is a very powerful medium. But really, yes, to educate the younger generation and tell them what this man meant for the country at that point of time. That I've always felt, Rajdeep, that with all due respect to everybody, I think the country lacks discipline. And I have always felt that the day we can capture discipline in this country, we'll be a very great nation, even greater than what we are.
वही आप कह रहे हैं डिसिप्लिन एक तरह से कि you need tough leadership, ऐसे लीडर्स की जो डिसिप्लिन एक तरह से अपने पर्सनालिटी से लोगों पर रखेंगे.
मैं थोड़ा सा एक बार मैंने इस विषय पर लिखा था और बात भी की थी, काफ़ी गालियाँ पड़ी उसके बाद लेकिन यहाँ पर बोलने में मैं झिझकूंगा नहीं. मैंने वहाँ लिखा था कि अगर आपको डिसिप्लिन लाना है तो एक तरह से एक कंपल्सरी 2 या 3 महीने सबको आर्मी में ज्वाइन करना चाहिए.
If you were 18 all over again, would you want to join the army?
I am ready to join now, even at 70.
Okay, fair enough.
And I have, another warped theory. I have felt that it was indiscipline that got us our independence. अंग्रेज़ों का विरोध करो, जो वो कह रहे हैं उसका ठीक विपरीत करो, कपड़े जला डालो उनके, किताबें जला डालो उनकी, वो इनडिसिप्लिन था एक हुकूमत के ख़िलाफ़ ताकि हम स्वतंत्र हो जाएं. दैट फीलिंग और वो भावना हम अभी तक भूले नहीं हैं. तो अब जितने भी जनता के लोग हैं वो सोचते हैं कि अगर कुछ चाहिए हमें तो इनडिसिप्लिन हो जाओ, वो मिल जाएगी आपको.
We need a few more Iron Men in this country, Mandira.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, we do. And from the Iron Man of India, let's talk about the Iron Man of the cricket field, who achieved a lot through his discipline. To talk a little bit more about him, we'd like to invite on stage a very special man, the voice of Indian cricket. एक ऐसे एक्सपर्ट जो 25 सालों से हमारे लिए क्रिकेट पेश करते आ रहे हैं. टेलीविजन प्रेजेंटर, द ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियंस के जूरी मेंबर और मेरे बहुत ही खास दोस्त हर्षा भोगले. Harsha, a very, very big warm welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Who better to talk about Sachin Tendulkar than you? You've known him so many years. He's achieved so much at such a young age. He's called a living legend. Is there anything left for him to achieve?
I don't know. I think you'll have to ask him, because on a cricket field, everything that a human being could do is gone and done. I mean, there were numbers that Rajdeep would be aware of when we were growing up. We thought nobody could achieve. These were in the realm of the impossible. We thought 3400s would not be bettered. We thought 5000s was in the realm of fantasy. We thought someone playing 22 years and still combating the best in the world. And everything that we thought was in the realm of the impossible, he just walked past. 100s will never happen again. So I don't know what more he wants to do, because our imagination has been met already.
But in your mind, what is that one quality that makes him truly great, that makes him be a part of this list, this short list?
It's been an honor to have seen him without the mask. You see him on the cricket field, and he's got to be somebody. He's got to be looking at every ball. He's got to be concentrating all the time. But you really get to know him when he's somewhere else. And that's when you realize that the master of the game, the Lord of all he surveys, is at heart a servant of the game. He's never put himself above the game. And I think that's what explains why he's playing with the same enthusiasm 22 years after he started, and isn't thinking of stopping.
That's right. He's 39 years young, just like the gentleman with me is eternally young. And I think that, the discipline that Sachin brings to his game is very similar to what you brought to your field of endeavor and the enormous talent. But he's a huge fan of yours. He's also our youngest greatest Indian at the age of 39, which makes it even more special. And he's a fan of yours. Does that feel good to be told that, Sachin Tendulkar is a fan of Amitabh Bachchan?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that I'm his fan. I mean, everybody... And we've always admired him and his qualities, and it's just incredible. And I would just add to what Harsha said, that it's Sachin's desire and ability to just keep wanting to improve and not be laid back or complacent about anything. And because he has such a long span, he has adapted the game to how it has changed. I mean, you never saw Sachin Tendulkar playing the paddle shot, for example, in the early years, because no one had heard about it. But the moment it became popular, you see him using it very often. Or how he treats the bouncer, for example. Early days you either ducked or, you swept it towards fine leg or whatever. But now you find him hitting it above the wicketkeeper and it goes for a 6.
You want to become a cricket commentator?
No,
I mean, you
Can we exchange places? Can we exchange places?
Sachin Tendulkar joins us here on The Greatest Indian. Sachin, you're 39 and you find yourself on an incredible shortlist that includes the likes of Nehru, Patel, Ambedkar, Mother Teresa. How does it feel, Sachin?
Well, to be honest, Rajdeep, I think each and every Indian would want to be here in this list. But I actually don't know whether I belong here to this incredible list or not. I've merely played cricket. Cricket has been my passion. And along the years that I've played 22 years, this is the 23rd year. So along the years I've played, people have appreciated my game, and I have been able to bring smiles on people's faces on occasions. But to be in this list, I really don't know. I'm happy about it, but I don't think I should be in this list.
Okay, you're being humble when you say that you don't think you should be in this list. But, I have with me on stage here, Sachin, another gentleman who, like you, has seen the incredible adulation of people. Does this huge public affection pressurize you, overwhelm you, or is it a motivation?
I feel I'm blessed, honestly, to have more than 1 billion people wishing well for you and praying for you all the time whenever you walk into play. I don't feel any pressure. I feel that they are all with me, supporting me. So, when you have such a huge force behind you and with you, I would say, then you start thinking differently. And it's good to have people expect something from you, because that means I've been able to do something in the past which has raised the expectation levels as well. So in a way, it's good.
Sachin, I've often wanted to ask you this question. I've seen you kiss the national emblem on your helmet when you reach a milestone. What does that mean? The idea of playing for India, is that what drives you?
Let me tell you, whenever we see tricolor or national anthem being played, it gives us goosebumps. And talking about kissing the helmet and especially the Indian flag, I don't plan all these things. It just happens naturally. I've done that on few occasions, and it has happened naturally. I've not planned anything like that.
What was that one moment which you think is your greatest moment?
I think the biggest one, obviously the World Cup. The World Cup which was played in Mumbai, my hometown. There cannot be a bigger feeling than that. The whole stadium celebrating with us. And when we went out, you know, we got to hear so many stories about how the entire nation celebrated. There cannot be anything bigger than that.
Another question that I've often wanted to ask you, is it true that you broke down, you had tears and you were crying after that World Cup win?
Yes, I did cry, and it was an unbelievable moment. You know, it just happened. I went and I hugged Yuvraj and I couldn't stop crying.
Sachin Tendulkar, you brought smiles to our face even while you've had tears. You are a very special player. I guess we all cried. I guess we all cried when India won that World Cup.
I don't know.
Did you cry?
I was on top of my car with the national flag, and I was driving wildly through the streets of Mumbai and screaming my lungs out. That was a great moment. Ji.
It's interesting that he didn't say his greatest moment was his 35th 100 or his 100th 100 or his 10,000th run. His greatest moment was India winning a World Cup, and I think that says a thing or two.
From a spectacular sportsman, it's now time for a spectacular act. उड़ीसा के कुछ डेली वेजर्स जिन्होंने मेहनत और लगन के दम पर डांस की नई ऊंचाइयां पार कर लीं। 65 साल से लहराने वाले तिरंगे को हमारा सलाम in part theatre and part musical grandeur. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very famous Prince Dance Group. truly moving performance. And in just a while, India will know what India has decided. Who is its greatest Indian since the Mahatma? After this break. As a tribute, Lata Didi के लिए आप 2 लाइन गाएंगे हमारे लिए? What say audience? Big round of applause.
माई नी माई मुंडेर पे तेरी बोल रहा है कागा, जोगन हो गई तेरी दुलारी मंजोगी संग लागा।
क्या बात है, थैंक यू वेरी मच। Welcome to Reliance Mobile presents The Greatest Indian, powered by Samsung Galaxy S3. In the last 65 years, while the world has changed completely, this one voice still rules the airwaves. And another voice, एक और आवाज ऐसी है जिसकी गूंज आज भी 7 समंदर पार यूनाइटेड नेशंस तक सुनाई देती है। मिलिए हमारे अगले 2 ग्रेट इंडियंस से।
She is a Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan and a Bharat Ratna, India's 3 highest civilian honors. Starting at the age of 13, she has reigned as the queen of Indian playback singing with 50,000 songs to her credit. She has enthralled listeners across the nation, most famously when she brought tears to Pandit Nehru's eyes. Voice of the Millennium and Nightingale of India are only some of the titles the world has bestowed on her. She is Lata Mangeshkar. Young Priyadarshini was Destiny's child. Born to an illustrious political family, she became one of India's most loved and feared leaders. Her resolute leadership in 1971 gave her the cult status of Ma Durga amongst the people. She made India's nuclear dream a reality and stood tall as an international statesperson. A woman of remarkable courage, she died a tragic death, but was undoubtedly one of India's greatest daughters, Indira Gandhi.
Mr. Bachchan, I must start first with Mrs. Gandhi, because importantly, you and your family knew Mrs. Gandhi very well. Your parents were great friends of her. Your personal memories, do you remember anything about Mrs. Gandhi that stands out all these years later?
Mrs. Gandhi became a leader much later, but we knew her as a family person who looked after the children, who looked after the house, very caring, very gentle, always very forthcoming to lend a helping hand. And that was how we saw her in the early years. Later on, of course, she became the leader of the country, and that is when we all discovered her strength. She was often called the only man in the cabinet.
That's right.
And then with each passing year, the achievements that she was bringing to the country, whether it was Pokhran, whether it was the 71 war, just showed that there was some inner strength. And not just inner strength, but an inner strength towards the country.
एक देशभक्त थी Indira Gandhi. There is no doubt about that Indira Gandhi in that sense was truly one of the great Indians.
And to talk about the other great Indian, we have a very, very special guest. She is the one who united India in her own unique style. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actress par excellence, Mrs. Madhuri Dixit Nene.
माधुरी जी, आपको मैं पहले हॉट सीट में रखूंगा because we have the ultimate quiz master here. लेकिन मैं आपको कुछ सवाल पूछने वाला
वही अमित जी को देखते ही मैं डर गई पहले, मैंने बोला ये कुछ यहाँ
पहला सवाल
जी,
अगर आपको कपिल, सचिन और गावस्कर तीनों में चुनना पड़ा, किसे चुनेगी आप?
सचिन। वैसे तीनों ही बहुत अच्छे हैं।
नहीं, आपने सचिन चुन लिया। हो गया। अगर मैं आपको कहूं माधुरी जी, आप चुनिए दिलीप कुमार, देव आनंद और राज कपूर के बीच में, अमिताभ बच्चन का नाम भी नहीं ले रहा,
मैं लेने वाली
लेना भी नहीं चाहिए
लेना भी नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन इन तीनों में अगर आपको चुनना पड़ा तो?
कि तो आते ही हॉट सीट बहुत मुश्किल, मैं कांप रही हूँ। वेल ऑल थ्री, बट सिंस यू आर सेइंग वन, दिलीप कुमार।
दिलीप कुमार, ओके। एंड अगर आपको चुनना पड़ा किशोर कुमार, मोहम्मद रफ़ी और लता मंगेशकर के बीच?
ये तो बहुत मुश्किल में डाल दिया आपने। आई एम श्योर जो जूरी थी और जो ऑडियंस था सभी को बहुत मुश्किल हुआ होगा कि ऐसे नाम कैसे चुने। एक नाम, मैं वो आवाज़ चुनूंगी जो जिनका मेरे साथ एसोसिएशन रहा है और मैंने उनके गानों पे डांस किया है, और वो हैं लता दीदी।
Okay, so Lata Mangeshkar is your choice. On that note, let me make you even happier and make that smile go even wider, because joining us now is a very special person, another of our 10 greatest Indians since Gandhi, Lata Mangeshkar. Lata Didi, as she's known, the Nightingale of India, joins us. Lata Didi, first of all, it is a privilege once again to talk to you. देश के लोगों ने आपको पंडित नेहरू, सरदार पटेल, अंबेडकर और मदर टेरेसा के साथ गिना है एज द 10 ग्रेटेस्ट इंडियंस। कैसे महसूस कर रही हैं आप टू बी इन दिस ग्रेट लिस्ट?
पहले तो राजीव जी नमस्कार। मेरा आपने जो सवाल पूछा है वो मेरे लिए बहुत कठिन है। मेरा नाम क्यों चुना गया ये कहना बहुत मुश्किल है, पर मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि मेरा नाम इतने बड़े बड़े लोगों के साथ वहाँ जोड़ा गया है। हालांकि मैं इस काबिल नहीं हूँ।
लता दीदी, एक तर साड़ी खूबसूरत नेसला था तुम यहाँ पर आपसे मुझे एक पूछना था कि सब जानते हैं कि पंडित नेहरू आपकी आवाज़ सुनकर रो पड़े थे जब आपने गाया था ए मेरे वतन के लोगों। कैसा मोमेंट था आपको, कैसे लगा आपको तभी?
माधुरी जी नमस्कार। मैं थोड़ी सी डरी हुई थी कि इतनी बड़ी मतलब जनता के सामने गाना है, इतने बड़े बड़े नेता बैठे हुए हैं, तो मैं थोड़ी सी सहम गई थी। पर फिर भी मैंने जाके जब गाया वहाँ पे, तो मुझे हमारे महबूब खान साहब थे डायरेक्टर, वो लेने आए अंदर। मैं अंदर बैठी थी, वो लेके गए मुझे बाहर और पंडित जी के सामने मुझे खड़ा किया, और पंडित जी ने मुझे कहा कि बेटी तुमने आज मुझे रुला दिया।
You know, Amitabh Bachchan, when you hear Lata Mangeshkar say that, you know that she brought tears to the eyes of Pandit Nehru, वो एक national treasure है. She is a national treasure. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I don't think anybody here or anywhere in the world would disagree with that. And I just want to tell you that I was present there in that function when she sang.
You were present in the function when she sang "Ae Mere Watan Ke Logo."
It was in the National Stadium in Delhi.
You know, that must have been a very special day. So you unite India, as I keep saying. You unite India from the 60s to the 21st century now. But, you know, anything about Lata Mangeshkar that stands out for you?
It's very difficult to describe a person of her qualities, but सितार आपने देखा होगा
जी,
ऊपर नॉर्मल तार होते हैं और उसके नीचे सिंपैथेटिक तार्स होते हैं कुछ पतले, और जब ऊपर वाले तारों का सही सुर लगता है तो नीचे वाले तार जो हैं अपने आप बज उठते हैं। लता जी जब गाती हैं तो हमारे अंदर जो वो तार है आत्मा का, वो अपने आप बज उठते हैं और एक डोर बंद जाती है परमात्मा के साथ। और मेरे पिताजी से मैंने एक बार पूछा था कि आपको इनकी आवाज़ में क्या खूबी लगती है, तो उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा वर्णन दिया। उन्होंने कहा कि शहद की धार जो है वो कभी टूटती नहीं है। लता मंगेशकर जब गाती हैं तो ऐसा लगता है जैसे शहद की धार।
अरे वाह! आप मुझे एक स्टोरी एक बार बता रहे थे, आपके किसी पाकिस्तानी दोस्त ने आपसे कही थी, वो हमारे दर्शकों को बताइए।
मैं मुल्क का नाम नहीं लेना चाह रहा था, लेकिन आपने ले लिया तो कह देता हूँ। उनसे कई बार मैं मिलता हूँ और वो विदेश में कई बार मिले मुझसे। एक बार ऐसे ही गुफ्तगू हो रही थी तो उन्होंने कहा कि देखिए अमिताभ जी, आपके पास सब कुछ है जो हमारे पास है, सिर्फ 2 चीज़ें हमारे पास नहीं है जो आपके पास है। मैंने कहा क्या? ताजमहल और लता मंगेशकर नहीं है।
लता दीदी, अमित जी को रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए।
अमित जी नमस्ते। मुझे लगता है कि इस इंडस्ट्री में आना और आगे बढ़ना और अपना नाम बनाना ये कितना कठिन है, ये आपने देखा है। मैं हमारे जनता की बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ। उनका अगर प्यार नहीं मिलता, वो अगर मुझे नहीं पसंद करते, ऐसा अगर आशीर्वाद नहीं मिलता तो लता मंगेशकर नहीं बनती।
Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Lata Mangeshkar.
Madhuri ji, we've been watching you dance in your new show. We've also been watching you sing and hearing you sing. हम आपके हैं कौन का एक गाना बहुत पॉपुलर जो था, माई नी माई, एज अ ट्रिब्यूट लता दीदी के लिए आप 2 लाइन गाएंगे हमारे लिए? What's the audience? Big round of applause.
मुझे लगता है भगवान ने मुझे डांसिंग में एक स्पेशल टैलेंट दी है। गाना तो मैं यूं ही गाती हूँ, लेकिन लता दीदी के लिए मैं ज़रूर 2 लाइनें गाऊंगी। अगर मेरी मिस्टेक हो जाए तो प्लीज़ माफ़ कर दीजिए। माई नी माई मुंडेर पे तेरी बोल रहा है कागा, माई नी माई मुंडेर पे तेरी बोल रहा है कागा, जोगन हो गई तेरी दुलारी मंजोगी संग लागा।
क्या बात है! Thank you very much. Thank you. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Madhuri Dixit, it's wonderful to have you back in India, and thank you so much for joining us here on The Greatest Indian. Ladies and gentlemen, Madhuri Dixit.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What an incredible array of great Indians. Truly makes all of us so proud. We'll meet the other 4 of our top 10 greats in just a little while. Do join us after this very short break.
वाजपेयी जी गोलगप्पे अकेले खाते थे या आप भी उनके साथ खाते थे?
मैं जितना खाना होता था तो कभी कभी खा लेता था, बाकी जनरली तो नहीं खाता था।
Welcome back to the Greatest Indian finale. We've met 6 incredible Indians who make our list of the top 10 greatest Indians that the nation has chosen. We're soon to meet the other 4 greats. But before that, Mr. Bachchan, just a few days back, the entire nation saw you holding the Olympic torch. And that was not just a special moment for you. I'm sure it was for you, but it was for all of us. Can you tell us a little bit about the feeling?
You know, there have been many occasions in life when you feel that you are filled with pride and, national spirit and so on and so forth. But just holding that torch and, running all by yourself through streets crowded with people and cheering and screaming, I just felt that, I was in a sense representing my entire country, and that these people are acknowledging the presence of our country in this Olympic sport.
But you've done something which no Indian has done. You've held the Olympic torch and you've run with it, which is quite remarkable.
अब हम आगे बढ़ें towards our next 2 greats. बने बनाए रास्तों पर दुनिया चलती है, एक सच्चा लीडर नहीं, वो तो अपना रास्ता खुद बनाता है. One, a man who revolutionized Indian industry, and another who spoke the language of peace like few other Indian leaders of his time. Let's meet 2 truly great Indians.
India's first licensed commercial pilot and founder of Air India, he was the father of civil aviation in India. A progressive and compassionate corporate baron, he stood for ethics in business becoming the first and only Indian industrialist to receive the Bharat Ratna. A prolific philanthropist and a visionary pioneer of modern Indian industry. Man of Steel, Jahangir Ratanji Dadabhai Tata.
ऊंचे पहाड़ पर पेड़ नहीं लगते, पौधे नहीं उगते.
India's only poet Prime Minister. He was always ready with a couplet to win hearts and minds. In a political career that has lasted over 5 decades, he valued peace and harmony over party and ideology. He took India's nuclear dream forward with Pokhran 2 and famously took a bus ride to Pakistan with a message of friendship. A great statesman, a true patriot, Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
बच्चन साहब, पहले बात करते हैं JRD टाटा की. You know, I've often thought from the time you grow up with a Tata soap somewhere to where all through your life somewhere Tata's is there wherever you are in India.
Back of the buses, okay.
Back of the buses, okay Tata,
bye-bye.
Okay Tata is there. So there is something about that brand name, isn't it? That makes people like JRD Tata larger than life.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the name brand because I once had an opportunity to meet him at a function in Delhi. And the first thing that struck me about him was that he was very well maintained, even at this high age. And in many respects, I felt that his good maintenance was like a brand for the name that he represented. So whether it was an airline, whether it was a hotel, or whether it was a manufacturing unit, you always had the confidence that this unit, this airline, will be well maintained. It's a very warped idea, but that's what I felt when I saw him.
That's an interesting point you make because, you know, Mother Teresa represents compassion.
Right.
JRD Tata in many ways represents ethical values in corporate India, which is again a message perhaps for New India, that you can be successful in whatever you do and you can maintain strong ethical values. And he's passed on that legacy because joining us now is another very special Indian, someone who's done the Tata name very proud. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ratan Tata. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Tata. What is it about the Tata name and JRD Tata in particular that stood out for you, sir?
He was a man who lived the life he preached. You could see him sitting on a rail outside a movie theater waiting for the queue to get over to get a ticket. Or you could see him driving his own car to work or giving lifts to people who are standing waiting for a bus. Those are the qualities that you just had to admire because they were different.
That's right, he was different, but any personal memory for you, having worked with JRD for so many years, something that always stood out for you?
You know, like anybody else, I've had hard times and good times in my career. And during the hard times, my best friend was JRD. I can't put it in any other way because to be a best friend at a time of need is something that you don't often have. I had it repeatedly from Jay.
Ratan Tata, appreciate your joining us. Okay, from JRD Tata to another of our great Indians in this top 10 list, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Bhajan Saab, you know, Atal ji एक ऐसे politician थे जो statesman बहुत बड़े थे, coalition politics के लिए सबको साथ लेकर जाते थे, शायद उनका कोई दुश्मन न रहा हो. क्या आपको लगता है कहीं ये भी एक खूबी होती है जिंदगी में कि आप पब्लिक लाइफ में रहकर किसी से दुश्मनी नहीं करते, सभी को साथ लेकर चलते हैं?
ये खूबी उनमें थी और मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि ये श्रेय जाना चाहिए उनको इस वजह से क्योंकि वो एक कवि भी थे, लेखक थे और क्रिएटिव आर्टिस्ट थे. एक कवि और एक राजनीतिज्ञ, ये दोनों का मिश्रण जो है ये अद्भुत होता है. बिकॉज there can be a bit of politics in your poetry and a bit of poetry in your politics. And that is what Atal Bihari Vajpayee
And he was a wonderful communicator. Vajpayee was the ultimate communicator, particularly in the Hindi language. I don't think anyone has spoken Hindi in public life and reached out as a result to millions of people through effective public speaking.
Great orator, one of the greatest orators of the country, and as you rightly said, in Hindi. And I remember an incident that my father once narrated to me. My father was as you know, a professor in the Allahabad University, and he was conducting a debate in one of the other universities, and one of the contestants in that debate was Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Really?
And he was traveling by train to the location of the university, and he had missed the train and he arrived late. And the jury and everyone said, you know, we can't have you because you arrived late. But at that point of time, Atalji put forward his case in such a fantastic manner that my father said, "Acha, aapko सात खून माफ है, आप आइए और आप भाग लीजिए इस contest में." And you know, he took part in that contest and he won that debate.
You know, you're fascinating because Harivansh Rai Bachchan judges Atal Bihari Vajpayee in a debate, and Amitabh Bachchan is sitting perhaps next to Jawaharlal Nehru while Lata Mangeshkar is singing "Hai Mere Watan Ke Logo." That's what, in a sense,
I've just been very fortunate.
At that moment, Bachchan Saab, let's meet someone who knows Atal Bihari Vajpayee perhaps better than most, his comrade in arms, खुद एक ऐसे व्यक्ति जिन्होंने अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी के साथ बड़ी राजनीतिक सफर की है. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the BJP leader लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी. आडवाणी जी, हम यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं किस तरह से वाजपेयी जी एक बढ़िया पब्लिक स्पीकर थे. अमिताभ बच्चन ने यह भी बात की है कि वो एक कवि भी थे साथ साथ. क्या उनकी पोएट्री के आप भी इतने बड़े फैन हैं जितने अमिताभ बच्चन हैं?
उनके भाषण सुन करके जिस प्रकार से मेरे मन में कॉम्प्लेक्स पैदा हुआ कि मैं बोल नहीं सकता हूँ, वैसे ही मैं कह सकता हूँ कि भाषण के कारण कॉम्प्लेक्स भले पैदा हो अपने बारे में, लेकिन भाषण सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है. वैसे ही भले मैं कविता न कर सकता हूँगा, लेकिन कविता उनकी सुनने में बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
आडवाणी जी, आप और अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी एक तरह से अमिताभ बच्चन और धर्मेंद्र जो शोले में हैं, जय और वीरू की तरह हैं, क्योंकि देयर हैज नेवर बीन क्वाइट अ पॉलिटिकल पार्टनरशिप लाइक द टू ऑफ यू. क्या आप सब कुछ राजनीति के बाहर भी आप साथ साथ करते थे? कुछ शेयर करिए हमारे साथ.
हमारी पुस्तकों में रुचि, सिनेमा में रुचि, वह भी सहयोगी एक साथ देती थी. हम दोनों साथ साथ जाते थे कनॉट प्लेस में, तो वो बैठ जाते थे गोलगप्पे खाने के लिए. उसमें उधर रीगल के पास में एक कोई खोमचा लेकर के बैठा रहता था. वो शौक से नीचे बैठ कर के भी वो गोलगप्पे खाते थे. और मैं उनको कहता था, देखेगा कोई अभी आकर के यहाँ पर.
वाजपेयी जी गोलगप्पे अकेले खाते थे या आप भी उनके साथ खाते थे?
मैं जितना खाना होता तो कभी कभी खा लेता था, बाकी जनरली तो नहीं खाता था.
L.K. Advani, appreciate your joining us, but Atal Bihari Vajpayee, truly one of our great Indians of our time.
In just a while, India, you will know your greatest Indian, so please do join us after this break.
सबसे पहली बात जो हमें नजर आती थी जब पंडित जी को देखते थे, there is just an unbelievable aura around him, and with these good looks. And I mean, in modern times, you would compare it with, say, JFK, for example.
She's still in love with him.
Yeah,
she's still in love with.
Completely valid and legitimate.
Yes. She's still in love with Jawaharlal Nehru.
Welcome back to the Greatest Indian finale. We've met 8 of our top 10 great Indians, and we're about to meet the final 2, after which we will know whom you have chosen as the greatest Indian since the Mahatma. हमारी अगली guest है एक legend, a member of the Greatest Indian jury. Please welcome on stage Shabana Azmi.
Jawahar, right at the very start, you know, you've been part of this journey of the greatest Indian. You were part of the jury and one of the distinguished members that we had on the jury. It is a tough task in a country like ours choosing the greatest Indian since the Mahatma.
It is very daunting, and I was very overwhelmed by it because I didn't find myself up to it at all, because you had a list of 100 really great people, and then how do you make a choice? But the grid helped us, and I was very comforted by the fact that we were only 1/3 of the people who were going to matter, because ultimately other people were going to vote. Personally, for me, it was a very fulfilling exercise because it gave us a chance 60 years odd after India's independence to remember those people who've made our country what it is and visit them in all the various aspects. And so for me also, it was a learning experience. I really enjoyed.
Wonderful, Shabana Azmi. Pleasure having you here.
Shabana ji, we've introduced everybody to 8 of our list of top 10. It's time now to introduce everybody to the last 2. Only he can be a man of peace who has the strength to fight and win. एक हिंदुस्तानी की यही सोच थी जिसने हिंदुस्तान को न्यूक्लियर पावर बना दिया. And the other, an incredible patriot who can best be described as the man who is truly the architect of modern India.
In 1929, he famously demanded Purna Swaraj, or complete independence, from the British Empire. This freedom fighter was the one Gandhi chose to lead India after 1947. One of the great architects of modern India, he nurtured its democracy, encouraged science and industry. The man children fondly call Chacha, and the first Prime Minister of independent India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He was the son of a fisherman who delivered newspapers to pay for his schooling and went on to become India's president. A visionary man of science, rightly called the Missile Man of India. He was also the guiding force behind the Pokhran II nuclear tests. A favorite amongst the youth, India will remember him as the people's president. Bharat Ratna, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Let's talk about Kalam first. It is an inspiring story. To come from a small village and a humble background to becoming the President of India, it is a great Indian story at the end of the day, which is why he's perhaps so attractive to a younger India, and he doesn't want the spoils of office. He's happy to remain the man that he's always been.
He is quite an extraordinary person, because I've had the good fortune of meeting him in Parliament, and in fact I think he's the only instance of a president calling all the members of Parliament specially for a meeting in which he literally was like a teacher. He had charts and he was drawing on those charts, and he was giving us a lesson about how education, science and technology is important, and how as members of Parliament, with the funds that we have, would we then dedicate part of those funds to education. And it was really a learning experience, and one could understand, my God, if you could be a student to a teacher like that, you'd really make very fast steps towards learning.
You know, उसे कहते हैं people's president, Bachchan Saab.
You know, this very childlike quality in him, and that was what was so endearing and so wonderful about the human, and that's why he was so loved.
APJ Abdul Kalam. And then we have someone who I know Shabana Azmi, and I can reveal it as a secret, always believes is one of her heroes, if not her original hero. Many regarded him as, of course, Gandhi's political heir. You believe, of course, that Jawaharlal Nehru stood head and shoulders above India's political leaders of his time.
Without doubt, because he was one of the most important leaders of 20th century. He built a roadmap for India becoming the modern country that he had envisaged, but had very deep roots in our soil, in our culture, in our heritage, and he had this amazing connect with people, and particularly with children. As a child, I remember Chacha Nehru with that red rose, and my first contact point was really Bal Bhavan. I mean, but what I need to say is that really Nehru built the pathway for a secular, liberal, progressive India.
और आपके पिताजी, he wrote about Nehru, a poem about Nehru.
Yes. कैफी साहब ने एक फिल्म नौनिहाल में उन्हीं की आवाज़ से लोगों को संबोधित किया है. नौनिहाल का मतलब बच्चे. और अगर इजाज़त दें तो मैं एक शेर उसका सुनाऊं. नौनिहाल आते हैं अर्थी को पराए कर लो, मैं जहाँ हूँ इन्हें जाना है वहाँ से आगे. है ज़मीं इनकी ज़माना इनका जहाँ इनका, है कई इनके जहाँ मेरे जहाँ से आगे. इनको कलियाँ न समझ है ये चमनज़ार, सुनो मेरी आवाज़ सुनो प्यार का राज सुनो.
एंड अमित जी, आपके लिए भी एक तरह से जवाहरलाल नेहरू was special. What was it that inspired young people to literally idolize Nehru through the 50s and 60s?
सबसे पहली बात जो हमें नज़र आती थी जब पंडित जी को देखते थे, there is just an unbelievable aura around him, and with these good looks. And I mean, in modern times, you would compare it with, say, JFK, for example.
She's still in love with him.
Yeah,
she's still in love with.
Completely valid and legitimate.
She's still in love with Jawaharlal Nehru.
But as Shabana rightly said, a great visionary who had a great vision for India, and one who was knowledgeable about what was happening in the rest of the world and how he could transpose and indoctrinate some of those principles for his own country, keeping some of the bad portions out and what he felt was good for the country in.
Okay, someone who knew Jawaharlal Nehru very well is his niece, Nayantara Sehgal. Appreciate your joining us, ma'am, because perhaps no one today who's alive is as intimate with Nehru as you were. Most of us know the public figure of Jawaharlal. You knew him personally. What was he like as a person?
It was amazing that in spite of all the heavy responsibilities that he carried and all the long and lonely years he'd spent in jail, that he didn't seem weighed down by any of this. To me as a child, he imparted a great sense of adventure, of life being worthwhile, no matter what its hardships and problems. I would say that the best part of my education I owe to Nehru.
And you know, Pandit Nehru clearly knew how to charm people. He's charmed Shabana Azmi, the masses adored him. What was it about Panditji's personality, you believe, that endeared him to so many people cutting across generations?
Like Mahatma Gandhi, his life was his message. He acted and lived according to his beliefs. People knew that he cared, that he had a consideration for them. I think all these qualities, as well as his great accessibility to people, that he was always there, that he replied to letters, I think all of this helped to endear him to people.
Nayantara Sehgal, appreciate your joining us and talking about India's first Prime Minister and the man many believe is the founder of modern India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru.
2 crore votes, 9 weeks of debate and one result. The name of the greatest Indian after Mahatma Gandhi. Your choice will finally be revealed after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest Indian since 1947, since the Mahatma as chosen by the viewers.
Welcome back to Reliance Mobile presents The Greatest Indian, powered by Samsung Galaxy S3.
Since 1947, India has produced many great men and women who have sacrificed and dedicated their lives to the nation. As we enter the 66th year of independence, there is no doubt about the debt this country owes to all these great Indians. Here it's been our endeavor to find out who amongst them, in a sense, is the greatest Indian. So yes, indeed, after millions of votes, weeks of debate on this unique History TV18 CNN-IBN initiative, along with our print partners Outlook India, the people of India have decided whom they believe should be honored as the greatest Indian since the Mahatma, the greatest Indian since 1947.
Yes, indeed it is. No more words now. Let's find out who is the greatest Indian since 1947, as chosen by an on-ground poll, an eminent jury, and a popular vote.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest Indian since 1947, since the Mahatma as chosen by the viewers, B.R. Ambedkar. Ladies and gentlemen, Baba Sahib Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, chosen the greatest Indian after Mahatma Gandhi. Shabana, ask me you first, since you were part of the greatest Indian jury.
I think that it's very important that we revisit him at this time as the greatest Indian, because what he gave our people is justice and equality. Justice to those who had historically been denied justice. And we can only call ourselves a civilized nation if we work towards repairing the harm that we have caused generations of people. So, adab and salam, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar.
Madhuri Dixit?
I think today's generation has learnt about Baba Sahib Ambedkar only through their textbooks, and I think this will reintroduce them to his greatness and what he has done for our country. So I think it's a wonderful thing, and hats off to Mr. Ambedkar.
Harsha?
When we were growing up, for us, Baba Sahib Ambedkar was an intellectual who gave India one of the finest constitutions that we've ever had. And I hope that is how the generation after ours remembers him by. And I hope contemporary India allows the next India to remember him as the intellectual he was, and for the sense of equality and a fair play he stood for, not for anything else.
Amitabh Bachchan, are you surprised at all with the choice of B.R. Ambedkar as the greatest Indian since the Mahatma?
No, I'm not. I just feel that in a country as diverse as ours, and with so many restrictions and so many problems that Shabana has been mentioning about, for someone to structure a constitution that is going to take care of it, and for so many other greats that came after him to follow that constitution to the T, is the greatness of Baba Sahib Ambedkar.
Give a one big round of applause to all our eminent panelists and those who've joined us in this journey.
Baba Sahib Ambedkar, we salute you. The nation salutes you, and all the 10 greats picked by this nation. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. इस मोमेंट को और स्पेशल बनाने के लिए आज हमारे साथ हैं कुछ बहुत ही स्पेशल बच्चे. इन्हें ज़िंदगी ने एक चैलेंज दिया. ये उस चैलेंज से लड़े और जीते. I would request all of you to please stand up and give an ovation to the courage and determination and never say die attitude of these children.